Fontainebleau. There was a famous hotel down in Miami called the Fontainebleau. Steve Wynn met his wife down at the Fontainebleau on Miami Beach. 1960s, it was a famous hotel, as I said, down in Miami Beach. They decided to reproduce it here in Las Vegas. It didn't turn out very well. They ran out of money. It hasn't rained in a few days. It has not rained in over a week. Seems to be a lot of water there. I don't know where that water is coming from. It's not the sewer water. That's not sewer water. It's supposed to be just rainwater, you know, runoff from the streets. Maybe it's running off from this project here. Maybe they have a leak. Maybe there's a leak on this project. I don't know. But anytime you have that much water being wasted in the desert, it definitely catches your eye. It definitely catches your attention when you have that much water draining into the drainage system. Okay, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is August 2016, and let's go over some of the facts and figures when it comes to this unfinished project. We're looking at the Fontainebleau. This was supposed to be the $3 billion Fontainebleau Hotel Casino Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada. As I was saying before, this was going to be like the sister property or a reproduction of the old original down in Miami Beach. But let's go over some of the facts and figures and dive into the details about this unfinished project, because it is very, very interesting. As you can see, it sits here unfinished. Not quite a skeleton, because believe it or not, they were almost, I bet you they were within 8 months of finishing this project. They were very close to finishing this project in 2009 when Bank of America decided to pull the rug out from under them. A lot of people don't realize that about banks. When you take a loan out for a bank for a big project like this, they can just out of the blue just stop giving you the money. Of course, the original developers, the CEO would have been Glenn Schaefer. Now, Glenn Schaefer used to be with Circus. He was with the Circus people way back when, or today you would call them the Mandalay Bay people. But Glenn Schaefer, he was involved with the original project to get this off the ground in 2007, and he got about $3 to $4 billion in financing. Now, like I said, in 2009, 2 years after the project the project was going on for 2 years, and then in 2009, after the housing collapse, Bank of America just pulled the financing right out from under them. Of course, the developers tried to sue Bank of America, but Bank of America won that case in 2012. So this original site, the 25 acres you're looking at here, used to be the El Rancho. When I first got to town in the 1980s, the El Rancho just sat there empty for many, many years. And then finally, they come up with this project. Like I said, it was a $3 billion project. It was supposed to have 3,889 rooms. And the really strange part about a housing collapse, when you have a housing collapse, that gives a lot of opportunities for people who just have a lot of cash laying around. And who would we be talking about? None other than Carl Icahn. So it was Carl Icahn who went ahead and put a bid in this on this property of 156 million. Yes, I know that's quite a drop, huh? You got to remember the original builders got $3 billion to build this, and then after Bank of America stopped the money flow, of course they went into bankruptcy. So you got a $3 billion project that Carl Icahn picked up for 156 million. I mean, yeah, that's how you make money. Now, it is estimated today that if anybody were to buy this off of Carl Icahn, and it is reported that sometime this year there are going to be people who are going to buy this from Carl Icahn. Carl Icahn has it up for sale for 650 million. Remember, he bought it in bankruptcy for 156 million, and now it's for sale for 650 million, and it's supposed to sell this year. Now, he sold. Here's a really strange part of the whole deal. They had all the furniture in there. The mattresses, the furniture was in here. They were ready to open this place up. Carl Icahn auctioned all the furniture off. All the mattresses, the rugs, the furniture. Carl Icahn just sold it. Auctioned it off in 2010. A matter of fact, one of the downtown casinos, the Plaza downtown, bought some rugs and furniture and mattresses and remodeled the Plaza. The Plaza downtown was remodeled with a lot of the furniture that came out of this unfinished project. So this is very interesting. As I said, this used to be the El Rancho, 25 acres here, used to be the El Rancho, and Carl Icahn now owns it. He bought the property after it went into bankruptcy because, as I've said, Bank of America. Don't trust the bankers. These guys, Glenn Schaefer, the Circus boys, the guys who got $3 billion worth of financing, they got it all lined up. It was all approved. And then boom, 2 years later, after the project's already in action, as you can see, they've got this sucker already built. And then the Bank of America just takes the financing right away from them. That's what happens when you come into rough times, into depressions and housing collapses. The 2008 housing collapse was brutal. And now here this thing sits empty. Since 2009, it's been sitting here empty, unfinished, an eyesore. And there are people in the community who want a big tarp thrown over the whole thing. I don't know how you would make a tarp that big because a lot of people think it's an eyesore. But let's hope that it gets sold this year and Carl Icahn will make a ton of money on his deal. How you doing? Are they ever going to get started on this project again? Not anytime soon. I thought Icahn already sold it.
I haven't heard anything. I know somebody had made they didn't make a bid. They was trying to come up with the money.
Oh, they're trying to come up with the money?
Two potential buyers, yeah.
But it didn't actually go through yet, huh?
No, I haven't heard anything.
So technically, Carl Icahn still owns this place, does he? Did you hear about they're going to try to put a big tarp over top of it? That was an idea, maybe put a big tarp over it?
What, just to hide it?
Yeah, to kind of hide the eyesore. You never heard that?
No, I can ask some of them guys working inside that they come every day to keep the place running in there.
Do they have a crew that comes in and keeps it all running?
Keep the water, electricity, keep the infrastructure working.
You do have to keep the water running, don't you?
Water, electricity, they spray for bugs, they water.
All they do is spray bugs, keep the water running,
Yeah.
make sure the pipes are...
Pipes, the pumps running, everything.
Oh, so they keep it up and running every day.
Yeah.
How big is that crew that keeps it running, you think?
Let me see. They have quite a it depends. Some days I've seen dozen guys in here.
A dozen. It could be up a dozen people. And they're here like the whole 8 hours, huh?
24 hours a day.
Oh, 24 hours a day.
Somebody here. Somebody's here.
Wow. Well, good luck there.
Yeah, they got they have a lot of trucks coming. A lot of trucks. They come here. Water reclamation trucks, electricity, elevator. They keep all that running.
They do, huh?
Yeah.
So they got to keep an eye on it every so often. Keep inspections.
Yeah, they do all that.
Inspections.
They have fire drills and everything. They have kind
Even fire drills.
They have fire drills. Yeah.
When the fire department comes over,
Oh, they'll call.
they'll call.
They if you want it, they want them to come. They can have them come.
Sure.
Just,
Well, it sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of work to keep one of these, even though it's abandoned. It keeps a lot of work to keep it stabilized, huh?
yeah,
Hey, well, thanks a lot.
somebody here 24 hours a day.
Well, I have to be.
You know,
Uh-huh.
or security guards 24 hours a day around here. Then you got, I don't know what them guys make. I bet they gotta be making some money. The electricians and engineers and stuff.
Now, the engineers, they technically work for Carl Icahn, the engineers and everybody.
I don't know.
You don't know?
They don't work. We separate.
Yeah, the security is separate. He subcontracts it out. Hey, well, take care and thank you.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi. Good, how are you tonight? Where you go?
You guys are pros, though. I'm an amateur.